Welcome. So I'm Dr. Rita McGuire. We're going to get started. I am the Chief Medical Officer here at Wakanna, one of the co-founders as well. And this evening, we're going to talk about detoxification. We're going to talk about why it's so important to do a detox. We're going to talk about our Bitters Challenge. We're going to talk about the products in our Bitters Challenge and how they work. And then we're going to hear from some of our challengers who are super excited to share their stories about how they're doing thus far on the challenge. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to share my screen here, and hopefully you can hear and see me.
Yes, we can.
Wonderful. There you go, Kathy. So this is our Bitters Challenge. It's really exciting. It started in April. I think it was April 14th. Going to extend into June 30th. And there's a lot of different things that we want you to do once we're done with our presentation so that you can get involved, you can get engaged. Lots of monies and giveaways and prizes and products that are involved. But I think more importantly is the lifestyle, the healthy lifestyle that you will now engage with open arms. You know, when we talk about chronic illnesses, we talk about inflammation a lot. We talk about the fact that our gut is tied to all of these chronic illnesses. And a little later, everything will come together where you'll understand why this Bitters Challenge is so important. So again, there's 3 different categories to pick from. April 17th, the challenge through June 30th. We will be announcing winners either June 10th, July 10th, around that time. There is the $2,500 fitness challenge, a $2,500 overall transformation, and then there's a $5,000 group challenge. Each category will receive half of their winnings in free product and the other half in cash. So a real exciting way to get healthy, to embrace a healthy lifestyle forever and forever, and win money and to win some free prizes. So a little bit about my story. Well, my story is on the left. That's where I started my journey. At the end of 2014, I was over 211 pounds, and I'm only 5'4", working 96 hours a week, single mom, 3 children, OB-GYN, stressed out. I probably was the most unhealthiest doctor in the state of Illinois. Seriously, I was. I loved donuts. I loved pasta. I loved apple martinis, which are full of sugar and calories. I wasn't working out. I had a very sedentary lifestyle because I was working so many hours in the hospital. Well, what happened to me, unfortunately, was that in 2014, I lost my last remaining immediate family member. I lost my brother. I lost my brother pretty quickly. He survived 6 weeks after getting a diagnosis of cholangiocarcinoma, very rare cancer of the common bile duct. If you all know Walter Payton, he had that similar cancer. I lost my mom due to complications due to a triple bypass and obesity. I lost my dad due to prostate cancer. I lost another brother. Unfortunately, my other brother was HIV positive, passed away from Kaposi sarcoma, a very deadly cancer. And so in 2014, I absolutely thought that I was next. Why did I think I was next? Well, I was living a very unhealthy lifestyle. I forgot to tell you, I was working on 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep a night. That was as much sleep I was getting back then. I was unhealthy because I was eating unhealthy. I wasn't working out. Water, I never drank water. Why? Because I was so busy. I didn't have time to drink water because I was seeing and delivering so many babies. So I was a setup. I was absolutely a setup for premature death At the time in that picture, I was 54 years old. In 6 months, I joined a gym. I lost 67 pounds in 6 months, really the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way, diet and exercise, just cutting back calories, weighing my food, portion control, working out, starting to sleep 7 to 8, 9 hours a night, drinking a gallon of water. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And people say, the hardest thing you've done in your life? Yeah, it was harder than childbirth, and I birthed 3 children. It was harder than medical school. It was harder than residency. It was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And what did it take? It took a shift in my mindset. I used to work out and still do at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. That's just when I work out. And I remember sitting in front of the gym crying. I was crying because I was so tired, and I was crying because I was so sore, and I was crying because I didn't want to work out. But then I thought about my brother. I thought about my dad. I thought about my mom, especially my mom, because my mom was overweight. And I thought about the complications that comes with obesity, which is coronary artery disease, triple bypass, which she did not survive the surgery. And each time I thought about my why, which were my 3 children, my why was really, really big. I would wipe my tears, and I got my behind in that gym. And every time I wanted to eat that juicy cheeseburger, those cheeseburgers where the juice, just when you press the bread like that, the juice runs out, and the fries and the strawberry shake, because that was my thing. Cheeseburger, fries, strawberry shake, Harold's chicken, love that too. Each and every time I would reach for something unhealthy, I think about my why. So for me, it was truly a completely change in my mindset. I had to remember my why each and every time. I had to pray a lot. I had to surround myself with a village of family members that were really rooting for me, the ones in heaven and also the ones here on earth. And that is what got me through. And that's why I believe in accountability partners. When you're starting journeys like this, get a partner, get an accountability partner that's going to hold you accountable, that's going to look for your pictures on Facebook, that's going to look for your workouts, that's going to look for your pictures that you're taking of what you're eating, and look for your pictures of all the water that you're drinking. So that is my journey, that's my story, and I have not turned back yet. I have truly embraced a healthy, active lifestyle to this day. And what I want to talk about first is the importance of a balanced gut flora. It is really important that you understand that your gut is connected to everything. It's connected to your brain, your skin, your kidneys, your joints. It is the most important organ amongst your liver that you want to keep healthy. Because when your gut is unhealthy, your gut can start, 1, to leak toxins into your bloodstream. It's called leaky gut syndrome. Or 2, your gut can start to develop chronic long-term illnesses like ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease and GERD and reflux and all of those other uncomfortable GI disorders that we see today. So it is a very complex ecosystem of microorganisms that live in your intestines. And these microorganisms are made up primarily of good bacteria, bad bacteria. You want to make sure that there's not an imbalance of the bad ones, right? Because those bad bacteria and components of your gut can cause inflammation. And what does inflammation cause? Inflammation can cause all of these chronic long-term illnesses that we see each and every day. Diabetes, inflammation can cause diabetes. Inflammation can cause hypertension. Inflammation can cause heart disease. Inflammation can cause anxiety and depression. It can cause a lot of these autoimmune diseases that we see, lupus, fibromyalgia. Inflammation can cause cognitive dysfunction like dementia. Um, it's linked to everything. So you want to make sure that your gut is healthy. And this is another slide that shows on the left diseased gut and on the right a healthy gut. And we can see things that many of us, but not on this line, right? Intake, and that is sugar. Sugar and dairy is of the devil. Yeah, I said it. Sugar and dairy is of the devil. You want to take sugar out of your diet. Saturated fatty acids, antibiotics. You know, those people who run to the doctor and ask their doctor to give them an antibiotic every time they sneeze or cough or something hurts them. All of these bad chemicals and foods, even excessive protein consumption, alterations of your pH, all of these things can cause disease. It can increase your risk for cardiovascular disease. It can increase your risk for gut inflammation. It can cause cognitive decline. It can cause insulin resistance, diabetes. It can increase your risk of diarrhea. It can cause a whole host of issues. So on the right, you want to do some things. You want to increase your dietary fiber. You want to take a probiotic. You want to increase those good fats in your diet. You want to increase those antioxidants, your vitamin C's in your diet. You want to improve your lipid metabolism. You want to lower the gut inflammation, and all of these things work together to reduce diabetes, to reduce hypertension. Yeah, your gut is related to all of these diseases. So what we want to do is really treat the root cause. We want to get down to the root cause, which is the gut. So if you are struggling and you're on the webinar tonight, you're struggling with weight gain, you're struggling with depression, you're struggling with fatigue, you're struggling with thyroid imbalances, you're struggling with joint pain, you're struggling with insomnia, brain fog, inflammation, autoimmune conditions like lupus, fibromyalgia, multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, type 1 diabetes. You want to treat the gut. You want to be a part of this Bitters Challenge. These are some of the symptoms. In addition to those, they could be dizziness that can be related and indicating a need for you to detox and get on this Bitters Challenge, anxiety, some electrolyte imbalances, bloating, constipation, food sensitivities, migrating pain of unknown origin. You've got some back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain. It's just migrating throughout your body. You're not sure why this is happening. So these are a lot of the symptoms that indicate that you might need to detox. So we're going to talk about these three main products: our bitter tea, our immune defense tea, our flat belly brew coffee. Put in the chat if you are loving these products. I want to hear from you in the chat. And then of course we have an ebook. Our ebook is about 80 pages. We can email you this ebook once you are on board with us in this Bitters Challenge. So detox or not, right? There's a lot of myths around, what really qualifies an effective detox. So hopefully I can clear some things up. Yes, for one, it's very important to detox. You need to detox. So that shouldn't be a myth. but really what qualifies an effective detox? Well, detoxification is the metabolic process by which toxins are changed into less toxic or more readily excreted substances. Yes, we want these substances out of our body. Why? Because we encounter toxins every day, from the air we breathe, from the water we're drinking, even our thoughts. Yeah, you can have toxic thoughts. You can be in toxic environments. You can even have a toxic boss, right? So all of these things can build up in our body. So this is why when you are removing these toxins, uh, many of you or some of you may have experienced detox symptoms. Yes, they do occur. When your body is getting rid of these toxic chemicals, you may be uncomfortable for a day or two or three or four, right? You may experience headache, you may experience fatigue, you may experience some digestive upset, you may experience a breakout in acne, the toxins may come out in your skin, but just know that that is a good sign. So the main detoxifying organ is the liver. And there's really two phases in a detoxification. It is important that this fat-soluble toxin goes through these phases so that those toxins can be excreted through your urine, through your bile, and when you're in your stool. So of course, when you detox, you'll notice frequent urination, frequent bowel movements, etc. Just know that that is a good thing, that those toxins are getting out. So phase one happens and the cytochrome P450 enzymes are working under oxidative reduction, hydrolysis, hydration, dehalogenation. These are all phases that fat soluble toxin has to go through to break down into phase two. But what I want you to concentrate on, not the really medical terms there, but the nutrients that are needed. You know, when you're going through a detox, it's really important that you are taking your vitamins, right? You want to make sure that you have proper nutrients still in your body while you're going through a detox. And some of the nutrients that you'll see: vitamin B2, 3, 6, B12, folic acid, glutathione, and flavonoids. And a lot of these nutrients are found in the foods that we are recommending in our e-book. Our phase two is the conjugation pathway, when the fat-soluble toxin is going through a conjugation and methylation, right? And then that is made into a water-soluble waste where it is now being able to be eliminated. Again, the nutrients in phase two: your vitamin C's, your magnesium, your folic acid. All of these nutrients are found in the foods we're recommending, along with your vitamin supplementation that you should be on. So these are some of the other toxins that you got to think about that you are consuming each and every day, you know, through plastic bottles, your water bottles, through certain fish that are high in mercury, through the exhaust and pollution, alcohol. That's why you really should limit or even eliminate alcohol consumption. It's getting hot outside, right? We're spraying all this stuff on our skin. Well, we have essential oils here at Wakanna that can rid those pests away without spraying off those toxic chemicals on your skin. Many of you may send your clothes to the dry cleaners now. So there are toxins everywhere that we really need to be conscious about. Some we can't get around. We've got to breathe the air, but some that we can. We also know that there are different herbs and spices, different foods that you can actually consume to detox your blood or detox your liver, your pancreas, your kidneys, your intestines, your gallbladder, and even your lymph system. So these are really good. You can screenshot this. It's also on that website, www.herbs. info.com that are really good foods. We also recommend and spices in our ebook as well. So let's move on to our first product, which is our bitters. Our bitter tea is our carb curbing detoxification tea. It is a tea bag in which you simply remove out of the packaging, and you're going to boil 32 ounces of water and let that tea bag, I just let that tea bag seep. You're going to drink 8 ounces for 4 days, or you can do 4 ounces twice a day for 4 days, along with our recommended grocery list and meal plan in the ebook to start your detoxification. Now, the bitters tea is bitter. It's bitter. And we're going to hear from some people, and they're going to tell us what they use to get their bitters down. But I honestly just drank mine straight down. I like drinking my bitters tea cold. Some people like drinking it warm or hot. Some people like adding, and you'll hear a little later, lemon or peppermint, but just get it down, right? What are bitters? Well, bitters are found in the bar, but we're not talking about those bitters, not the bitters that we use for cocktails, but they're aromatics, they're botanicals, they're herbs, roots, bark, fruit, seeds, or flowers. They're found, yes, in bars, but also in medicine cabinets. This apothecary was used in 1700. Yes, way back in 1700, bitters were used for common ailments such as digestion irregularities and many other things. Here are some of the ingredients that are in our bitter tea. And when you hear and learn about these ingredients, you'll figure out, well, wow, that's why this is such an efficient detoxification, a very efficient way to detox. Cascada sagrada bark, few herb, cilantro, dandelion root, senna leaf, and wormwood. Now, these ingredients, they all have a common denominator, and I guess you're probably wondering what it is. They all address inflammation. So all of these ingredients are anti-inflammatory. They're also very good for weight loss because they have, like dandelion root, have a diuretic effect. So they're helping not only to reduce inflammation, to reduce retained water, but also to address those cravings for sugar, for those refined sugars, for those carbs that we shouldn't be eating, right? These ingredients also normalize and stabilize blood sugar levels. So that's why, in addition to helping to detox the liver, they're helping to reduce inflammation. They're helping to reduce cravings. They're also helping to reduce retained water, but they're absolutely helping to address the gut as well. They're actually nice, very calm sort of cleanses to the gut so that those toxins not only are removed from the liver, but from the gut as well. So this is absolutely a product that you want to get, you want to order. It's a 4-day program. It cleanses the small intestine, the large intestines of toxins and waste. It's detoxifying the liver. It is also curbing the cravings for carbs, especially sugar. And you want to use this along with our meal plan and our ebook that you're going to get, along with regular exercise. What did I notice when I went through my 4-day detox? I noticed more energy. I was sleeping better. I was also able to eliminate a lot of toxins in a very comfortable way. a lot of people who think about detox think of colon cleanse. Yes, it cleanses your colon, this detox, but it's a very gentle way where it's not very explosive. Now, everybody responds differently, but it was a very, very good detox for me. Those are the ingredients. Now, we also have another tea that I highly recommend. It's our immune defense tea. And the reason why I recommend our immune defense tea is because we are still in a global pandemic. Yes, the numbers are down, folks are getting vaccinated, but we still have to have a very strong immune system. So our immune defense tea is the same thing in a tea bag, 32 ounces of boiled water. I let my tea bag just seep there, and I drink 8 ounces for 4 days. Some of the ingredients: echinacea, golden seal root, Siberian ginseng, yellow dock root, lemongrass, all of these botanicals and herbs are all organic, of course, but they really help to address our immune system, building and reducing cortisol levels and those adrenals that are under a lot of shock right now. We're all under a lot of stress still, and also helping to address an overall good immune system, which we all need. So when you use your bitter tea, you're going to use that first. You're not going to do it in combination with the immune defense tea. You're going to do one thing at a time. So these first 4 days, you'll do your bitters. Your second set of 4 days, you'll do your immune defense tea. Then you're going to move on to our flat belly brew coffee. This is a coffee and a CBD product as well. There is CBD in this coffee we're going to talk about. It's a opportunity for you to have more of an enhanced opportunity for weight management, weight loss, and overall wellness. Our Wakanna CBD coffee is a broad spectrum. I need to change that slide. It's a broad spectrum CBD. So if you are undergoing a urine drug screen, you can use this coffee. We're going to talk about some of the ingredients. They include Garcinia cambogia. Again, we spoke about Garcinia cambogia before. Garcinia cambogia is really important when we're talking about weight management, weight loss, because it suppresses your appetite. It helps to reduce belly fat by blocking fat production. It also addresses cholesterol. It helps to reduce the bad cholesterol, the LDL cholesterol. It helps to improve the good cholesterol, the HDL. It helps to lower the bad triglycerides. So overall, it's really good for those who are trying to maintain a healthy cholesterol level. Green coffee beans is also another ingredient in this flat belly coffee. It is a stimulant. It is linked to weight loss. It helps to reduce the absorption of fat and glucose in the gut. Again, we are addressing the gut. This also helps to lower insulin levels to improve overall metabolic function. So this is a great, great product ingredient. It is full of antioxidants. Antioxidants are really good to promote overall health, reduction in cancer and heart disease. White kidney bean. White kidney bean is really, really a great supplement. It helps to promote weight loss because it's a starch blocker, right? It inhibits the starch digesting enzyme, which otherwise turns starch you eat into absorbable sugar, and we're trying to get away from that. So this is a starch blocker that's really going to help with your weight loss and weight maintenance. Green tea extract is another great ingredient because it's rich in catechins. It's a good amount of good caffeine, and it helps to increase your metabolism. It helps to make your body burn more calories, which can lead to weight loss. So that is another ingredient. So Some other tips for a healthy gut. We talked about our bitter tea. We talked about our immune defense tea. We talked about our flat belly coffee. But some other tips for maintaining a healthy gut is we talk about fiber. Strive to eat about 25 grams a day of fiber. Exercise. Get regular exercise. Limit refined sugar and carbs. That's where the coffee is going to come in, and the bitters. They're going to help to reduce those cravings for refined sugar and carbohydrates. We know that sugar intake, a high intake of sugar, is related to a host of serious diseases. Avoid bad habits such as smoking, drinking soda, and overindulging in alcohol. Drink at least 8 to 10 glasses or more of water every day. A gallon a day will keep the doctor away. And if you have known food allergies or intolerances, be respectful of your body. If you know you're lactose intolerant, don't go out there eating ice cream, right? If you know that you have a food intolerance of any kind, respect your body and know that your body is going to reject that food or those substances that you are forcing into your system. You know, I always think about my oldest brother. He loved seafood, and he wasn't going to give seafood up just because he was allergic to seafood. So he would take a Zyrtec every time he ate seafood, right? But let's respect our bodies, okay? Let's not do that. Don't push your body to the limits that you know that they shouldn't be pushed. And be predictable with your body. What does that mean? Have a regimen, have a schedule for your body. Wake up at a certain time, get your exercise in, get your meals in every 3.5 to 4 hours. Be predictable. Get your water in every day. Get your vitamins in, get your CBD in. So having a predictable schedule helps your body to do what you want it to do. So we're going to spend a couple of minutes on CBD, right? Because CBD is in the coffee, cannabidiol. We want those guests that are on the line to have an understanding of what CBD is. It does come from the cannabis family, but it comes from both the hemp and marijuana species. What makes CBD or cannabidiol a medicinal benefit to many, many conditions that we face today, from hypertension to diabetes to autoimmune diseases, stress and anxiety, insomnia, depression, is that the CBD that's sourced from the hemp species doesn't give you the high or the euphoria that CBD that's sourced from marijuana. So yes, CBD can come from both marijuana and hemp, but it's a CBD that is sourced from the hemp species that has very trace amounts of THC is what's in our products, which do not get you high and are legal in all 50 states. So 2 species of cannabis, the CBD that's sourced from hemp is legal and will give you the health benefits that you're looking for without the high. So when we look at CBD, you know, not only does CBD help with weight loss, because CBD can turn that white fat into brown fat. That's the fat that's going to burn the calories. It's going to increase your metabolism. But CBD also reduces inflammation. CBD also can help to be an anxiolytic, which will reduce anxiety. It can also help with inflammation and pain. Very, very powerful anti-inflammatory. In fact, it's like 20 times more potent as an anti-inflammatory than your Motrin, your Aleve, your ibuprofens, your non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. So CBD, you can see, has a long list of medicinal benefits, from being an anti-diabetic, helping with blood sugar levels, helping to reduce metastasis of cancer, and even addressing skin conditions like acne and eczema and psoriasis. There's also other compounds the plant makes, the cannabis plant. Specifically, we're talking about the hemp species that also can benefit the body. You know, cannabinoids are compounds like CBG and CBC and delta 8 THC. They all synergistically come together on a cellular level and are able to give millions and millions of people over decades medicinal benefits. So we think of CBD as an alternative for those who are looking for a more holistic, organic way of addressing their health and wellness. The way CBD works in the body is through a science called the human endocannabinoid system. So this science shows that when the body consumes CBD, there are receptors in the body, and these receptors bind to the CBD and they send signals throughout the entire body to put the body back in balance, or what we call homeostasis. So the body is knocked out of balance by the toxins that we talked about at the very beginning of the webinar, right? From the air we're breathing, the water we're drinking, the sleep deprivation, all of these external toxins and internal negative thinking and stress can cause our body to be out of balance. So this system, when you consume CBD, reduces inflammation. How does it do that? Well, there are pathways when those receptors bind to the CBD, there are pathways in the brain that regulate and modulate inflammation, regulate and modulate the pain pathway, modulate our sleep. It helps to release more dopamine and serotonin so that we can be calm and we can sleep well. It helps to send transmission to different areas in the stomach, in the kidney, in the liver, in the teeth, in the heart, in the brain. So there are receptors throughout our entire body, from our head to our toe, that CBD is able to put back in balance. So that's the science behind how CBD works. We have such a large array of products in our product line. We have tinctures, we have spices, we have vegan butter, we have gummies, we have vape cartridges, we have pre-rolls, we have topical products that for all of those that are starting to work out on our Bitters Challenge, are able to give local relief to those sore, achy muscles. So definitely look at the website of the person who invited you to look at all of our products. And we can't leave out our essential oils. When we're talking about detoxification, we're talking about gut health. We're talking about overall wellness and building our immune system. Our essential oils are something that you absolutely want to use as well. Our black seed, you know, black seed, what doesn't black seed do? Black seed helps with digestion and kidney function and cholesterol in our skin and our hair, but it also helps to rebuild the beta cells in our pancreas. Yeah, for those insulin resistant patients, our type 1 and type 2 diabetics, it helps to rebuild those cells in the pancreas. Our eucalyptus is great for our lungs, to open up our lungs. Our peppermint is another great essential oil for our GI tract. It helps to simmer down nausea and vomiting. I use peppermint a lot for natural energy. I put it on the soles of my feet before I work out. I use it on my temples or the back of my neck if I ever have a headache. Tea tree oil is another great essential oil for overall wellness. It helps to clear the mind. It's great for the lungs. It's great for the skin as well. We also know that the toxins are in the bleach that you're using, the Clorox wipes you're using, Lysol. We have a whole array of products that are our Royal Defense products, that are products that are not toxic to the skins. You know, we're using a lot of hand sanitizer, we're using a lot of hard surface cleaner, we've got a vegetable cleaner, so you can use a very safe and effective product on your produce, on your meat. All of these are very, very important products for toxin prevention. We also have an opportunity. We're going to talk about all of the things that we do in this bitter challenge. We have an opportunity for you to go with our CEO, grocery shopping at Whole Foods. So, you know, we give you a whole grocery list, meal plans, everything you need to be successful in our ebook. But they will be meeting at Whole Foods this Saturday. So if you're interested, you're going to connect with the person that invited you so that if you're in Chicago, you can connect with us as we go grocery shopping. Exercise, there's a whole group out there that have trampolines. You know, trampoline is a great way to get your workout in. You don't have to do boot camps like I do. That's what I love to do, right? Some people like trampolines, some people like swimming, some people like bike riding, some people like running. Whatever you love to do, you do it. Some people like tap dancing, some people like line dancing. We just want you to get active. We want you to combine these great products, our bitters, our coffee, our immune defense tea, our CBD products, along with some exercise, along with our great eating plans that we have. So every Tuesday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, you can join this Zoom. You can get on your trampoline. Just ask the person who invited you for the password. So again, before we open it up, we want you to hear from some of the people that are already involved in the Bitters Challenge. We want you to register. We want you to join our Facebook group, our Bitters Challenge Facebook group. We want to get that ebook to you. We want to get the grocery list to you, the meal plan to you. We want you to be a part of this really exciting time, a $10,000 giveaway in cash, prizes, and products. So I'm going to stop sharing. We're going to take questions, but first we want to hear from Gerald West. We want to hear about how he's doing on the Bitters Challenge, what he's done so far, his results. He's got some amazing results. And then I'm going to bring up Gigi Harris to the stage. Cuzzo, are you out there? I call him Cuzzo Cuzzo.
Can you hear me, Dr. Rita?
I can hear you.
All right, all right. Well, first and foremost, thanks for having me on. This is a topic that really just touches my heart. Let me see if this is gonna work. Let me know if this switches. Can you see that? That guy there? That guy there is who I used to be, right? And I mean, Dr. Rita, you spoke brilliantly.
I can't believe it. Woo.
Me either at times. And thank my wife for taking that picture. I wasn't taking pictures. It was just the thing that it wasn't because I was, towards 400 pounds or anything like that. I just didn't take any pictures. And she decided to take a picture of me. And when I seen it, I saw myself for the first time. And I was like, oh, that's what people respond to. I'm 6'8", and I was, like I said, I was well on my way to 400 pounds. And I tell you, it's mental, like you said. I'm starting to take it in, because you're a professional, Dr. Rita, and you say some things that's like, it get over my head. Sometimes at the same time, I look to simplify it. And I see my body as a house. And the food is guest. And when I let them in, they do certain things. They say certain things repetitively, and I start calling them me, right? And with the bitters, because I don't really do the coffee, but with the bitters, it helps that conversation just flow. They say, I want a burger. I said, no, you're going to get a salad today. Well, see, this is what comes through, right? Because I'm a foodie, so I need something that kicks. So my garlic fire is my go-to. My garlic fire is my go-to. So in combination of my bitters and making sure that even when I'm doing something that I think is a flat meal, you know, that's not like that burger, that juicy burger that you talked about. And I live for some burgers and fries, Dr. Rita. I just want to cry about it. You know, and soda. And soda. And Dr. Rita, the conversation, I don't even remember how long it's been. I went from dark soda, and Desi said, stop drinking it. Do clear soda. And then I went to clear soda, and now it's just water, like religiously. And I just, like I say, it's a mental thing. And if someone wants an accountability partner in the way of something that they intake, I definitely suggest the bitters. Are they bitter? Yes. Do I use anything with it? No. Like my brother partner Tony Thomas or Tony T says, straight no chasers. Straight no chasers. And like
How
you
I
said,
was, straight no chaser.
straight no chasers. And like you said, Dr. Rita, I do it cool and cold, not hot. Not happening. I don't really like hot things anyway. I'm not a soup guy or anything like that. Must be cold, and drinking it straight. I'm gonna have to watch this a billion more times to catch up with all the science you just laid down. Anybody who viewed this, oh my God, you just got the dopest conversation just for showing up for free. I can't believe it. Dr. Rita, I'm through. Thank you.
Wonderful. Oh my gosh. We are going to give it up. Can we give it up for Cuzzo? He's looking amazing. He is looking amazing. But guys, I got to share something with you. I got to share the funniest story. It'll take me 2 seconds. I promise you. 2 seconds it'll take me. 2 seconds. Let me show you something right quick. This is the funniest thing ever. You know my computer doesn't want to act right, but this story, I just got to share this right quick. Right quick. Can you guys see my picture?
Yes.
Okay, so real funny story. When I joined this challenge into 2014, I asked the owner, I said, I was a week in the challenge, and I said, why didn't you post my picture like you post the other lady's picture? And she said, I did post your picture. She said, and I said, no, my picture is not up there. And she pointed to this. She's like, well, here you are right there. Guys, I didn't even know I looked like that. For a whole week, my picture was there. I didn't even recognize myself. So that's all to say that my determination was even more on point. When you take a picture of yourself in a sports bra and some shorts, your whole life changes. So that's just a little story that I wanted to tell. But now I'm going to bring up right quick Ernestine Davis, because we do have a workout every Wednesday morning. We have everything, guys, for you to be successful here at Wakanna. We have workouts, we have an ebook, we have a grocery shopping day, we have meal plans, we have a Facebook, we have accountability partners, we have everything for you. So Ernestine, you just want to share what we do on Wednesday morning, early in the morning, and anything else you want to share about the Bitters Challenge to really encourage those to join.
Yes, so thank you guys for giving me this space and platform. And Cuzzo, you just made my heart warm. And as much as we hate to take pictures, it's beneficial to you. Like Dr. Rita was saying, she didn't even know who she was. I'm a personal trainer. I train so many different people. And getting those pictures is like literally pulling teeth. I usually have to do like a contest or something, like whoever brings their pictures in, you'll get something off. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I just wanted to talk about those 5 components of fitness, which is strength and endurance, cardio, flexibility, body composition. You need all of those. Most people either do 1 or 2. Men, they usually pump up the weights, right? They love pumping up. Nice upper body, what they got, big old beer gut, right? And the ladies,
They got little legs.
right, that too. And our ladies, we love our Zumba and all that kind of stuff. It's like, I don't want to look like a man. It was real quick, funny story. I was getting a 20-pound kettlebell because I teach kettlebell, and the lady went to ring it up. She said, oh my God. She said, how are you lifting this? So I kind of flexed a little bit. I was like, yeah, you just take it here. You just pick it up. She's like, you're strong. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm strong. But of course, I don't look like a man, right? But you build that muscle endurance and that strength. So with the Wednesday classes, it's free. We do promote our products. You really want to get involved. Some people are super early workout people. Some like to work out late. I do both. They are recorded, which is amazing. Dr. Roz goes live with us, which is incredible. I love it. I don't like seeing myself, though. I'm like, oh, no, that's me. But we do a little bit of everything. Dr. Tyus is one of our instructors, myself. And then we have the yoga extraordinaire, Queen Neff. So we give you about 45 minutes of nonstop workout. And again, it's free. You know, who's ever heard of that? Free. And it's amazing. So with that bitters, as everything Dr. Rita was saying, you gotta detoxify the body. And remember this, you can't out-train a bad diet. 80% of your fitness and wellness goals is, my cousin called them forklifts. Those forklifts, what you're putting in your mouth. And the 80% is everything. Rock climbing, mountain climbing, Zumba, all the strength training, all of that is 20%. And 80% is the food. And people get frustrated because it's like, I did 5 classes. I've been running. I've been walking. And the weight is not going anywhere. It's like little baby steps. But as soon as you begin to eat right, because our body needs fuel, right? And the food is fuel. Look at it as fuel. And I heard cousins like, oh, I love my burgers. It's not that you can't have them. You just can't have them every day. And you can be creative. I do portobello burgers, big portobello, mushrooms. I get lettuce, right? That's my bun. And I go for it. And you can add all the extras on there. And Melissa, who is amazing. I mean, she has this grocery list. And it's like you start substituting things and you will be shocked. It's like we just have to get out of our comfort zone and try other foods, try other things. And that rebounder training is everything. Trampoline, rebounder. It is the bee's knees. You get on that sucker and start moving around. And the great thing about it, no impact on your joints. So there's just so many things that's out there. If you love to swim, they're opening, the beaches are opening back up, right? Yes. For those swimmers, resistance, no impact on the joints. You can do water exercises in the water. You can go to the beach, honey, and get in there and just start jumping around. I'm just saying, everything is YouTube. You can find everything if you want to do free, but that's all I wanted to say. Just keep, come join us 6 a.m. We're ready for you. It's a lot of fun. Dr. Ross, he got a live DJ, y'all. It's great. I love Wakanna.
Thank you so much, Ernestine. We want to hear from Kathy Weathersby. Kathy Weathersby is killing it. She is killing this bitters challenge. Kathy Weathersby, are you out there?
Hey there, Dr. Rita. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I see you there. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Bitter challenge.
Well, I'm loving it. I really love the coffee every morning. It really, really, really helps you to curb your appetite. It makes you think about what you're gonna have. So that's a really big thing for me. I'm a foodie. I love putting stuff in my mouth. I open up the cabinet just for no reason, just to see what'll come. I walk by the refrigerator and be like, hey, is there something in there I might want to eat? But I don't do that as often with the coffee. And so that
Down
that
how
I
many
love. It
pounds?
makes you think about that. And then the cravings for silly things like burgers and fries. I'm with y'all,
You're down how many pounds?
9 now.
I can see it. I can see it all over your face. That's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. Inflammation is getting better. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing that. So I'm loving it. I'm excited. Can't wait to see you guys in August.
I can't wait. So you drink the coffee once a day or twice a day?
Once a day, once a day. I'm sensitive to any caffeine, and even though this has a lowered amount of caffeine, I have found that for me, I have to drink it in the morning because if I drink it later in the day, I'll be up for quite a while.
Got it.
But it's
Wonderful.
good though. I know myself. So if I want to be up for quite a while, I'll just go ahead and drink it later in the day. But
Congratulations.
it's really good. Thank you.
Yes, Margaret, she is looking great. She's looking great. Dr. Crawford, are you available to talk? Because we want to talk quickly about the waist circumference and the importance of getting your waist measured and what that means as it relates to metabolic syndrome. And thank you, Dr. Crawford.
Yes, yes. So quickly, metabolic syndrome is a combination of conditions that if you have three out of five of them, that you are at increased risk of more serious conditions. It can lead to diabetes, it can lead to hypercholesterol, hypertension, fatty liver, for women, polycystic ovarian disease, even cancer. So the metabolic is kind of like a all bad things condition. So when you look at that, you are looking at your waist circumference. So for women, it's 35 inches, or if you are 35 inches or more, that's the criteria met. And for men, if it's 40 inches or more, that's one of the criteria. So that belly fat is what we're looking at. And then also you're looking at your high blood pressure. So if you have high blood pressure, you've already met the criteria. If your blood pressure is over 130 over 85, then you met the criteria. And so now those things you can do on your own, but the other three criteria, you want to visit your primary care provider. So it's a fasting, a blood sugar, glucose. And so if you're over 100, then that's significant. And just to let you know, if you have a fasting over 126 or more, then that's the diagnosis of diabetes. So you see how close between 100 fasting and 126 that you can change from pre-diabetes to diabetic. And then you're looking at two components of cholesterol. And so that is the fasting triglycerides. It should be less than 150. And triglycerides is like a kind of portion of the lipid where we see a precursor to diabetes. So for those beer drinkers and you drink a lot of sugar, you'll see that cholesterol elevated. And then the HDL, the healthy cholesterol that breaks down our overall cholesterol, for women, if it's less than 50, because you want a high HDL, and for men, less than 40, then those are significant. So those are the 5 criteria. And if you get 3 of those criteria, then you are even closer to the risk factors of the diabetes, hypertension, cholesterol, cancer. So we have an opportunity to change the waist circumference by exercising and looking at your eating. We have a chance to change the cholesterol, the two fasting components of the cholesterol, and eating. So we have a chance to decrease our risk of going beyond to those chronic conditions that can lead us, down to the road of unhealthy diets.
Thank you, Dr. Crawford. So our bitters, our coffee, our immune defense tea, our CBD, our suggested meal plan, our ability to offer you free exercise classes, um, all of these components will be an opportunity for you to hop on right now, tonight. Like, don't miss this opportunity to join what we're doing in this Bitters Challenge. Do not miss the opportunity. Make sure you take your before pictures. Pictures, I didn't even know that was me in that picture, but you want to take your before picture, you want to get your waist circumference done, and whoever invited you can give you all the information, where to send it, how to get on our Facebook page, and how to get engaged. Thank you so much, Dr. Crawford. Is there anyone else on the panel that would like to speak? Just unmute your mic. We are 9:02. We want to just take about 3 or 4 more minutes before we close it out. I've got Michelle Stewart, Camille Wright, Desi West, Gigi, Dr. Betty, Erica. Anybody can unmute themselves and start talking.
Hey, Dr. Rita. So I'll share just really quickly. So I made a decision that because I have MS and been living with that a long time, I'm not going to have another disease. Not when something I can control. I couldn't control the MS, but can control this. So that flat belly coffee, my oh my. I wake up thinking, okay, let me go get my coffee. I'm so excited about it because not only does it taste good, it works. It has curbed my appetite. I don't need to eat as much. And I've made it really simple. So I usually throw stuff in my crock pot, cook that, and throw it over a salad because I'm busy during the day. So I don't have a lot of time to think about what I want to eat. And I'm really not eating that much anymore because I'm not hungry. So yeah, so it just really works. And the bitters, yes, it is really bitter. I just, like you guys said, I take it straight, no chaser, and it's cold. The first time I was like, oh my God. The second time I was like, this is fine. So it got easier as I understood what I was doing. So yeah, I'll just share that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Erica. Thank you so much.
Oh, and I've lost 12 pounds.
You down 12 pounds?
Wow.
12 pounds.
Woo, congratulations. You guys are killing this. Ooh, I can't wait to see who is the winner. Yes, congratulations. Anyone else wants to unmute themselves? There's a question about the immune defense tea. The detox, yes. You don't need to do the detox every single month. That's a little much. You can do the immune defense tea as often as you like. Those are just really great herbs. But the detox, detoxification once a quarter is great. The immune defense tea, you can make that tea every day if you like, okay? Hopefully that answers your question, Meredith. Any other questions? And anyone can unmute themselves before we close it out. Well, I guess that's it. If you're a guest on the line, we want to thank you for hanging in there and listening to us, for all the shares that we've had this evening and all the information that you've gotten this evening. Hopefully it was helpful. We want you to connect with the person that invited you so you can get your bitters ordered, your coffee ordered, your immune defense tea ordered. You will get an ebook. Your ebook will come with all of your approved grocery list items, your meal plans, recipes. You will also get information on our workouts, as well as if you live in Chicago, on our grocery shopping trip that we're going to go on this Saturday morning. So we hope to see you soon. We hope to see less of all of you if you are trying to lose weight. If you're not trying to lose weight, that's fine too. There are people who just want to overall get healthier, build their immune system. We will see you next Wednesday evening. Next Wednesday, we will be talking about viral conditions like herpes, a lot of the other bacterial infections, but one of the viral conditions we're going to be talking about is herpes and CBD, and a lot of amazing new subjects in June. So be well, be safe, and we'll talk to you next week. Take care, everyone.